Hey everybody, and welcome back to Dark Souls 3. Last time, we went into Firelink Keep and killed the first Lord of Cinder, the Abyss Watchers, officially taking us out of the early game. This time, I should probably show you where this is. This is outside Firelink Shrine, specifically up here. The path to get here could be quite hard to find. It's right off of the entrance, though, literally. You turn right from the entrance to where you enter Firelink Shrine, and you'll find the path that takes you up here. This is the tower, locked by the key that the Shrine handmaid sells. We bought it from her last time. And next to it is a tree with a face, or a hood. Something like that. Examine. Seed of a giant tree. I think after enough time passes in your game, this thing will give you a seed of a giant tree if you examine it. A seed of a giant tree is yet to fall. Yes, that's what it says. Makes enemies react to invaders. The giant trees were also known as Watcher trees, and their seeds unmask invaders. When used effectively, these seeds will help counter dark spirits. So, what we were going over last time with how invaders don't have to worry about enemies, well, by using that item, they do. Don't worry about my stammering. I friggin' flubbed my sentences. Is that what flubbed means? I don't know. Anyway, I think this is an item that you can use once, and then you'll have to wait a while in order to get another one again. I'm pretty sure. It's how a different item works. But we'll go over that more when it's time to talk about the online. There's Soul of a Deserted Corpse. There's a ladder that hasn't been kicked down, and our character does not know how to jump, except they also do, kind of, but they don't know how to grab something that's like 5 feet off the ground. There's nothing over here. Let's just go up. Use shower key. Oh man, that key was used. I wasn't the first one up this tower. That's a shame. We've got quite a lot to see up here. But don't worry, the area that we're going through is quite small, so I thought this was the perfect time to go over all this. I like the giant tree growing out of this tower. We could go all the way to the top first, but right away we can drop off onto this roof area, and I think that's what I'm gonna do first. Because we could just go right over and kick this ladder down so we don't have to walk up those stairs again. We can't climb back up to that bridge, though, so we will have to climb up the stairs to get there. There's also this area behind the tower. I think we'll go here first. There's a crystal lizard, Oh, yes! Wow, I was supposed to come here much earlier. That one did not have a lot of health. Twinkling Titanite. I love to see it. That took quite a lot of health away from us that fall, but it's no matter. So from here you can climb onto this roof. My voice went all over the place saying here the first time, so I thought I'd say it again. This roof is just above the area with the 2 hollows down there, and where the Swordmaster is fought. Now we can finally access it, so let's see what we got here. We got a torch. And we have a little area that goes inside. Any items on the outside? I'm pretty sure I saw one over here. Yeah. This. 3 homeward bones. Not bad. I should honestly be using them more. I have 9 of them now, and they're waiting very patiently to be used. Gonna drink an Estus because there are no enemies here. And, yeah, I'm sure you could see we are currently above Firelink Shrine, and dropping down there would be fatal. Let me, head out. Actually, I think I might just go across the bridge towards this item from this side. Gotta pull out the torch again. I don't know why I put it away in the first place. Pick this up. What is this? Estus Shard! Hidden Estus Shard right here. If you're confused, I'm right there with you. Yeah, let's keep going. So I have this wall here. Smack it. It's an illusory wall. We can go to this, secret area. It is pretty well hidden away from you. Drop down, take fall damage from that somehow, and here is a chest. So the easy way to tell if a chest is a mimic or not is to look at the chain on the right side. There are a couple ways to tell. First of all, like if the chest breathes noticeably, then you can tell it's a mimic. You can also just attack it If the end of the chain is facing away from you like that, if the chain is curled like that, then it's safe. I believe the end of the chain will be like pointing towards you if it's a mimic. Inside this chest is the covetous silver serpent ring. And this one is such a great description. Fallen foes yield more souls. A silver ring depicting a snake that could have been but never was a dragon. Snakes are known as creatures of great avarice, devouring prey even larger than themselves by swallowing them whole. Once shackles are cause for discontent, perhaps it is time for some old-fashioned greed. So you can always put this on if you want more souls for something, and I will certainly have a use for them coming up shortly. Speaking of avarice, though, there's a helmet that I have neglected to look at. This. Head of the avaricious creature that mimics treasure chests. Can be worn if one so wishes. Increases soul absorption for defeated enemies as well as item discovery, but the curse of the branded also drains HP. Wait. Oh, it's lowering my health to wear it. I actually didn't know that it did that. I didn't read the fine print enough. Yeah, is our head inside the tongue? Are we wearing that like a Smurf hat or something? Yeah, take that off. Blump. Have I looked at this throne? This throne is for Holy King Lothric, last hope of his line. And supposedly, the last hope has doomed us, meaning that the Lords of Cinder became the last hope. But then the Lords of Cinder refused, so now we're the last hope. See how that works? How many more last hopes are we going to go through before the end? Climbing back onto the roof, we can find the source of that weird crow voice. I think we get the idea.
Me, Picklepee.
She Picklepee. She Pumperum. You. So the way this works, which I have no idea how players are supposed to figure this out. Stand in the nest, go into your inventory, and drop an item. It's worth noting that there are two ways to drop an item, leaving and discarding. Leaving drops it on the ground, and that's what we want to do here. Discarding deletes the item from your inventory completely. So we want to leave it. We want to leave one. Is there any difference between leave and leave selected? No.
You be.
Yes, okay, I get it. Here, I'm just playing around with the menus. What does leave selected do? I have no idea. Anyway, just leave one.
Pumperum.
Go to pick it back up. It is now a large Titanite shard. There is a number of items that will transform into a different random other item. One of the ones I do want is a prism stone, which I'm not even going to use, so I'm just going to leave one.
Pumperum.
You can skip through the dialogue and pick it up. It is now a twinkling Titanite. How about a black firebombs? I don't know if I've been over black firebombs. They're stronger versions of regular firebombs, that's about it.
Pumperum.
It's so weird. I love it though. Titanite Chunk reinforces weapons to +9. Few records of chunks exist, and once one was discovered in Lothric, the race to locate legendary slabs began, but there have been no reports of success. I'll try leaving a homeward bone.
Picklepee.
I think for trading certain items with the crow, you get the call over gesture, and I'm definitely going to show that in a bit. Iron bracelets. That is a part of a set that's supposed to be a reference to a character from Dark Souls 1. Yes, the Knight of Sunlight. Solaire. I do plan on completing the set eventually, but I don't think I have all the items needed. I can actually give her the seed of the giant tree here, and I'll do that, because I'm not going to use it. What does it become? Iron leggings. That's another part of the set. How about an alluring skull? I just feel the need to step off the nest to let her do her thing, you know? Hello carving. Hello carving, my old friend. I'm gonna put that on this to show what it does. Smash on ground to say hello. This head says hello. Have another look. Do you sense the amicability in its eyes?
Hello.
I don't know why that voice makes me laugh, it just does. It's unlimited use.
Hello.
Hello!
You.
Now hold on. I was never gonna infuse anything, so Shriving Stone.
Pickle.
Pickle Pea, what do you got? I'm sorry, Carving. Gonna equip these to the tool belt since I don't plan on putting anything else in the tool belt. There is one for putting any sacred chime, such as the Cleric's Sacred Chime. I'll do that. Help me, Carving. There we go. That's all I want to get for now. There are other items I plan on showing off, but we don't have those items quite yet. So, say hello to my new collection.
Help me.
Help me.
I'm sorry.
Something about the fact that it's so, like, low audio bit rate. I don't know, audio rate. I don't know what exactly the term is. Just, it's so funny to me. I don't know why. The equivalent items in Elden Ring are much higher quality voices, and they kind of lost their charm as a result, in my opinion, but it's okay. Now, finally, up into the square tower. The rectangular tower, some might say. We can see areas to drop down from here with some items on them. Look forward to that. Those are always the most fun parts, but let's start with the elevator. What? I'm sure it's fine. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. No, I didn't want to go back down. Oh, okay, well, I guess we could see what happened with the door.
Sorry, friend. Be more careful. By the gods, curiosity is gonna kill you, kittens. Some places are better left alone, you know. Oh, sorry. Am I a tad too late?
Well, you fucker.
Have no fear. There's beauty in death. Besides, you're amongst your own. Plenty of company, right?
I like how he says, be more careful, as if, you know, walking into a building is a crime against humanity and he needs to lock me inside. Yeah, okay, buddy. Does not open from this side.
Oh, no matter. I'll look after things. By stripping every last trinket off your corpse, you're gonna make some lucky customer very happy.
He keeps saying in every game that he shows up in, which is every game, that he'll take everything off your corpse. He never does if you die to wherever he locks you. Normally, he kicks you off the edge of a cliff. Here, he locks you inside of this building, which is almost as bad. And he kind of kicks us off a cliff in Cathedral of the Deep, but yeah. God, I can't believe that guy. We're starting with this route, which I don't think you're actually supposed to go down, and I don't think there's anything here, but I'm gonna go down it anyway because screw everyone and everything. And screw that guy. Actually, can I? That's a lethal fall. Yeah, that's gonna kill me. Can we see him from here? Yeah, we can. Look, he's just down there. It'd be so funny if I could get a plunging attack on him from here, but that will kill me. And that's what he wants. And he'll probably, knowing the NPCs in this game, he'll definitely have enough health to survive it. So I'll just have to go along with whatever he says. So let's head to the top. What we got? This. Firekeeper's Soul. Soul of a Firekeeper who is said to have returned from the Abyss. This Firekeeper preserves the bonfire and serves its champion. She is said to have soothed and accepted the dark sigil which has tainted her soul. And yet, her soul will one day embed itself in the bosom of another Firekeeper. Such as the current one, down there right now, maybe, if I show her this. I believe that's all. Just the Firekeeper's Soul, and the grand view of the tutorial area of the game. Down there's where we fought Udex Gundyr, and there's Lothric, in all its majestic glory. Now, let's try to find a way out of here. I believe you have to have been to Cathedral of the Deep in order to have this encounter with Patches. I could be wrong, but I did go up here once before ever seeing Patches in my game, and he didn't lock the door behind me. I was able to leave the normal way. So I'm pretty sure you have to go to the Cathedral of the Deep, either find him there or just explore the place, and he'll be encountered here. So Don't worry about this. You're not, like, locked out of this area forever if you die. So therefore, I'm going to make a run for those items for that item over there. And to do that, I'm just going to run. I'm not going to jump, and I think that's the best way to reach them. So let's just run, fall off, and that did not work. The outside areas of Firelink Shrine take a little bit longer to load than the shrine itself. This is why the fog gate is here. Just wait a bit, and it'll open itself up eventually. And looky here, the door is open. Patches will never close it again, so we are good to go from here. Just running to get these items has worked for me in the past, so I'm just gonna keep trying it until it does. There we go! Worked that time for some reason. Yeah, moments like these where you're dropping down a room with a bunch of platforms are usually the worst parts of these games, because these games were not built for platforming. Oh, that might be the Firekeeper whose soul we just picked up, dead in here, suspended above the ground for whatever reason. I like how there are graves on the side. Was there enough room to bury anything there? We got the Firekeeper set for that, which I will wear eventually. Firekeepers were robbed of light to better serve as vessels for souls. Only those who cherished the writhing, searing darkness were given the Keeper's black attire. Searing darkness does not sound fun. Yeah, there's Firekeeper's gloves and other stuff. I don't think there's any other items hanging up here. I think that's just it. So from here, we can just go down to the floor, taking some weird damage as we do. I feel like the physics of the ground in Dark Souls 3 are a bit weirder than most of them. Oh my god, these are all like dead Firekeepers. I think. They kind of look like Firekeepers. Okay, I somehow didn't notice this. Estus Ring. Crafted from shards, increases HP restored by Estus Flask. This ring was entrusted to a certain Firekeeper, but in the end she never met her champion, and the ensuing tragic farce became a favorite tale of the masses. This is the door that the Sword Master was standing in front of, ready to fight us. So now we can finally see what's inside there. A nice ring, and a nice armor set to boot, although you do have to work a bit for the armor set. It is easier to just drop down and get the ring, since the platforms on the other side are easier to drop down. Before we leave, I would like to get vengeance on a certain enemy I've mentioned in the past, but have yet to fight until now. I hope he's here. Oh my god! Or it will get vengeance on me. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Oh, there's an item here now. Hawkwood's Shield. I do remember finding this, but I don't remember exactly when it spawned. Shield that belonged to Hawkwood, a deserter from the Undead Legion. The unique swordsmanship of the Watchers does not normally allow for the use of shields. The unique swordsmanship of the Watchers would not allow such a shield. What? And Hawkwood's very possession of it was telltale of his defeat. Huh. On top of this, Crestfallen guy is gone. Interesting. Before we go, I have an undead bone shard from last time that I forgot to burn. Let's do that now. I'll wait on the Estus shard, though, until the end, just for fun. Now let's talk to the Firekeeper, and show her the Firekeeper's soul. You okay? You just almost tripped after standing up.
Ashen One, this is much like what lies within me. Then let it find its own place within my bosom. She will understand. We are both Firekeepers after all.
The Firekeeper is now able to heal the Dark Sigil, the same ones that have been giving us hollowing for every death.
Forgive me, sister. May the flames guide thy way.
Healing the Dark Sigil costs lots. The exact cost is the total number of souls for your next X level ups. X being the number of Dark Sigils that you have. I have 5 Dark Sigils, so this is the combined cost of my next 5 level ups. For this next foreseeable area, I'm not going to level up, and by the end of this video, I hope to have that amount of souls right there so that I can heal it. It might take me a bit of farming, but I'll just cut it out. Ah yes, real quick. Call over. The Ashen One said her first word. They grow up so fast. That is the only other voice line for your character other than their pained/terrified noises. So I know what you're all asking. When am I actually gonna fight something? Right now. They always have secret passages hidden under a giant movable piece of furniture. And the Abyss Watcher's secret is the Catacombs of Carthus. This area's pretty small despite how it might look, but it is a big underground maze filled with skeletons. And, tougher skeletons. And gravestones, can't forget those as well. Although, aren't the gravestones supposed to be on the surface, and it's the catacombs where they're I don't know. I don't know how catacombs work in real life. Here's the skeletons. We fought these guys way back in... Oh my god, we've already fought these guys way back in episode 2. They were down in the sewers underneath the undead settlement. This time, though, they have a special ability. This skeleton has white eyes. If we kill him, we don't get any souls. Because he's just gonna pick himself right back up and fight you again. But this time, the white of his eyes is gone. If we... My god, buddy. Okay. They sure like to do that and make themselves impossible to hit. If we were to kill him again, this time he will stay dead, granting us souls in the process. This over here is Carthus Rouge, a delicacy of the place. Temporarily applies bleeding effect to right-hand weapon. Associated with the warriors of Carthus, whose blades take on the scarlet hues of both this sanguine substance and the spatters of their victims' blood. The most I know about Carthus for its place in the world is that I think, like, it was once a kingdom, a place that existed, kind of like lands of like Ulasil and Astora. But what? He came to join me. He was like, oh, I can't leave you alone down there. My interpretation is it was a kingdom that once existed, but then, like, someone killed it. And now, everyone's dead inside these underground catacombs. That's what I got. Oh crap, I just activated this guy when I'm not even done with the skeleton yet. Hang on. It'll be a while getting over here. So as you saw... Oh god, come on, let me hit you. Jesus. A scimitar. So as you saw, this guy has a weird, interesting roll ability where he makes himself invisible and then comes out with a surprise attack. And he has a couple of other quick attacks, as well as quite spongy health. I don't think he can attack you directly during his rolls, but I could be wrong about that. Watch out for combos as usual. I believe the shields are pretty weak. Yeah, the shield's pretty weak. Oh, what? That should have been enough to kill you, I feel like. No matter. Drops a Titanite shard, though. Like to see that. Let's head across this bridge. I really do like this starting room. It's like very huge and open, unlike it's not just like a claustrophobic maze of tunnels as normally catacombs in games tend to be. All right. Come on. Oh my god. All right. How many times you gonna attack? Just those few times. I'll feel free to take you out. Double-handing the axe, in my experience, has given really good poise damage, so they stagger for every single hit. I don't think the poise damage mechanics, in terms of, like, staggering enemies for each hit, is that complicated, by the way. I'm pretty sure it's just like, did you attack me with a strong attack? With this weapon, and, like, well, either two-handing or one-handing it? Then yes, I will be stunned and my attack is interrupted. Congratulations. Did it with anything weaker, though, and I'll keep attacking because screw you. I hate you. That's pretty much how it works. There's no, like, big internal values for how it works, like there is with Dark Souls 1 and Elden Ring. Oh my god. There's also the poise... This guy's got a bow. There is the poise for the player's end of things, and I have absolutely no idea how that works. So, I can't really tell you how that works. Oh, I thought he would revive himself for some reason. Oh, actually, you know what? No. I'm too used to Elden Ring, where once you kill them, and they, like, spread out on the floor, they will actually revive themselves if you don't hit them again. It's like an evolution or an iteration of the white-eyed skeletons reviving themselves. Alright, so, notice that protrusion out of the floor? Be suspicious. It's a pressure plate that launches 6 flaming arrows at you if they hit. Pretty sure they might do a lot of damage, but here's a quick tip for you, as this place does have a couple traps. All traps are always in the center of the hallway, without exception. You can go to the sides of the hallways and be just fine. So let's head downwards. The traps can also harm the skeletons themselves. So if you'd like to use them on the skeletons, which I will have a couple opportunities to do so, then feel free. I like the skeletons embedded in the walls as decorations. I just love the skeletons everywhere. Like, geez, do we need any more skeletons than this? Here's a challenge for anyone that might be more challenging than playing Dark Souls. Count how many skulls total are in these catacombs. Okay, this guy. This guy is tough. We can approach him from the side like this, and I think if you enter... Fucking hell! Oh my god! If you enter this room from that doorway there's an archer out in that opening. This guy is here to surprise you, but you can approach him from this side, albeit the archer is gonna surprise you instead. Let me just get a surprise attack. Thank you for missing me. This guy is rough. He launches himself all over the place and starts throwing all these knives at you. He's quite intense. I'm going to two-hand... Oh, God. Ow. Not sure if deep damage or... I keep calling it deep damage. It's actually dark damage, although I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. Deep damage might not do that great against this guy. He is staggering for every single hit, and with an enemy as aggressive as that, you want to be staggering them. So that's a good thing. Titanite Shard for beating him. He actually wasn't that bad, all things considered. Okay, I'm pretty sure this thing kind of pops out. Yeah, it's an illusory wall. This place has 2 illusory walls, and I'll be sure to find both of them. So that's the first one I found. This guy has white eyes. He does have kind of a big sword, so it might be dangerous if he hits me. But, you know what, I'll just drink now. I haven't drunk a single Estus so far. He's gonna revive himself. I'll be ready with the strong axe attack, and then the follow-up strong axe attack, which doesn't hit him because he's on the ground. Freaking... The skeletons are kind of annoying in that way. I believe here's where the archer is? Yes. Okay, anyone else? I don't think... Yeah, skeleton... Okay, skeletons do switch to melee when you get close, but they don't switch weapons. They just switch attack formations. They just, like, smack you with their bow or something. That's a death pit. There's nothing else out here, so let's pick up whatever this is. Carthus Pyromancy Tome. Give to the old master pyromancer to learn advanced pyromancies of the Carthus. Of the Carthus. Developed in isolation from other forms, explaining their divergent evolution. At this point in the game, I still hadn't found Cornyx on my first playthrough, so I was very confused to be picking up pyromancy tomes, and it's like, give to the old pyromancer. I'm like, who? Am I gonna be meeting them soon? Sharp gem. Believe those give dexterity. What? Weapon infusions. Okay. Here's a pile of bones. And here's a jar that probably also contains more skulls. Alright, we got a big guy in here. I don't think he's the crazy one with the hood that we were attacking just then, but there is another big guy like him somewhere else in this room, so I'm actually going to pyromance him to get his attention. Though they might aggro together, we'll see. Okay, he did kind of leap to the side. Oh god, okay. Yeah, it's just like the first one we found. Oh my god, watch out for that. Okay, strong attack. Get as much stagger as you can. Oh god. Oh my god. I haven't really given this tip yet, which is strange. I should have given it a long time ago, but when you're doing a chain of attacks, try to make sure you have enough stamina left to dodge if you need to. Okay. Yeah, don't completely empty your stamina bar. Oh my god. Stop it. Oh my god, they inflict bleed. I didn't even notice. That sucks. Can I push you off? I pushed him off. I still will get the souls from that. There we go. Oh, watch out for that. Okay, that attack. That attack can be a little hard to see coming, but whenever they're winding up for that long, it means they're about to do that. So just keep that in mind. Oh, okay, apparently targeting the ribcage kills them. Cool. But yes, as long as you have enough stamina As long as you have any amount of stamina left in your stamina bar, you will be able to attack or dodge or do whatever you need. So make sure when doing a string of attacks, he's about to leap at me all crazily. Make sure that when doing a string of attacks, you have at least a blip of stamina. You leave yourself at least a blip of stamina to dodge an attack if the enemy decides to attack. And you don't interrupt the attack with your hits. Alright. Okay, should be all those guys dead. Now, this is the area with that guy. So I'm going to try to get my souls back. I think I might just drop down. It'll use up an Estus, but that's okay. I don't really care. Just gonna go into here. Did you not notice me? Oh, that's right. You're still alive. Shit. Okay. I forgot you existed. Give me my souls. Give me my souls. I need those. Oh my god. Freaking... Heal before I die bloodlust. Will you just stand still? My god, stop freaking sidestepping everything I do. Oh my god. This guy's kind of fun. In an annoying way. By kind of fun, I really do mean kind of fun, but also annoying as all hell. And I want him to die right now. Freaking... I'm dead. At least got my souls. How was I able to take him out so easily before? He just wouldn't stay still. Alright, you guys are all nuts. You guys are all crazy, you know. You're all in a goofy mood. I get it, okay? Descend, descend, descend. Thank you. Break! Stop! Stop it! Freaking stop it! For the love of God! Alright, I'm gonna try something else. Club. Oh, eat it! Oh, die! Yes! Okay, club is the way. I've been using the wrong weapon this whole time. And I got a flask back! Nice, okay. Alright, let's pyromance you. Let's pyromance you again while I'm at it. The other guy's probably aggroing from a distance, but it's okay. Just keep pyromancing you, get your health down, make this a fair fight, you know. Okay. And then... Oh! I am loving this reinforced club. I can't believe I never tried it in past playthroughs. Because I didn't expect the club to be that good. I mean, you look at a wooden club compared to the sword, and you're compared to like an iron sword, and you're like, it can't possibly be as good, right? But no, it's excellent. Wow, it's seriously, those guys died in 3 hits. Normally, I kind of struggle with them, so that is awesome. 2 Titanite shards in the corner here. Got this. This was an illusory wall in a different section. The illusory walls don't completely blend in. They do tend to kind of pop out in places, or there's some, like, environmental hint or alternate angle that shows them to you. Sometimes, though, they can be quite hidden. I believe those stairs just take us right back up there. Actually... Isn't it down here somewhere? Oh, hold on. I hear someone taking form. He must be killed immediately. And his friend. And his, cousin. And his father. That's the official lore of this game. Oh, I see. Okay, so there's a path that goes down there. But we can go a different way instead. We can go this way instead, so I'll start by doing that. Torches. It's like the prison in Amnesia. Hang on. There isn't a crystal lizard in this hallway with you, is there? Okay, good. We can have a conversation first, then.
Oh, hello. How very fortunate. Have you seen my companion, Horace? To my shame, I was snared by a trap, and we've become separated. I've not been able to find him since.
No.
Yes, I see. Horace is a valiant knight. He can look after himself, no question. He's probably searching for me right now, with twice the resolve. If you happen upon him, please tell him that I remained in the catacombs, and I will lay prism stones to guide him, as always. Please send him word, I beg of you. May the flames guide your way.
Yeah, I'm sure Horace is searching you with more... whatever the word you used is, because he's probably actually moving around, unlike you. No judgment. It's good to take breaks once in a while, but still. Okay, well... Horace is missing. Interesting. Hope we'll find him. Let me switch off of this hat. I don't like it. I'll switch back to the Pyromancer crown, which is probably what I'm going to be wearing most of the game. Hey! Hey! Get over here! Don't... No! Oh, it still died, and it gave me Twinkling Titanite! Yeah, if they fall in pits, they can still count as a death. I'm being shot at, but it's okay. Blood Red Moss Clumps. Those might actually be good, since most of the weapons these guys are using are inflicting bleed. This is an odd thing to be there, but it's not an illusory wall, so we're good. Not to be confused with the awesome YouTuber Illusory Wall, who makes awesome videos, and if you're interested in these games, in the workings behind these games, go check out his channel. Alright, there's nowhere to go from here, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember where the other illusory wall is here. I hope I find it. My god, how many skulls are on these stairs. I like how you can tell which ones were the actual skeletons you killed and which ones are just decoration due to the lighting. Okay, this is the way forward. We have... I think I'm just gonna run past these guys. There's archers on the left. I'm just gonna... Oh, yeah, I should definitely run past these guys. That's a suspicious sound coming from behind. And it just completely destroyed those skeletons. And now, yeah, not only is that thing a writhing mass of skeletons, which I hope to be able to avoid here, but it is somehow able to climb back up the stairs that it went down. No! Defying all laws of gravity as we know them. So let's stay away from it, shall we? Horace? Is that you? That's actually what I thought in my first playthrough. I saw this guy standing here and I was like, Horace? He's wearing the same hat that I was just a second ago. But no, that is not Horace. It's just a dude with an alluring skull. Oh! Okay. Could someone explain to me when this thing is supposed to break? Sometimes when it hits one of the walls that it goes between, it breaks, and this one will drop undead bone shards, so very good. I think you just have to stick around in the nearby area long enough, but otherwise I have no idea. It seems to just break at random times for me. Alright, down this hallway we have a pot. Nothing inside. The pots don't really have anything inside them ever. This isn't Resident Evil Village. What are you thinking? This guy's got white eyes? Oh, don't attack me with that. Oh god, that one is throwing an interesting little projectile thing that releases magic things that go after you. I had to describe everything by saying thing. Alright, he also has white eyes, so that skeleton parried me. Okay, yeah. The skeleton has a big sword like that and is holding it up in front of themselves. Really? Alright. And is holding it up in front of themselves. Be careful, because they are guarding with it and they might parry you. Oh, I didn't even realize I started the healing animation. Alright, sir, please, stop. Sir, stop. Kindly stop. God. This hallway is way more annoying than I remember it being. Here, let's take these guys around the corner. Come on, come on. Oh, of course, Magic Eye has to come up. Alright, that's you dead. You're next. You are next. I swear on me mum. Me mum's car. Broom, broom. Get out me car. For this guy, for some reason, it skips the animation. I'm not sure why, but let's just kill him again. The maniac says, I'll kill you again. A maniac jumps on you and hits you. The maniac leaves. Anyone knows what I'm talking about? Can we both agree that what the hell is that freaking game? It's like some old, I think it's like based on Christianity. It's some old game based on Christianity. I'm not sure. It's a location that, like, Jesus went to? I don't know. Now this place. Some of these pots, if I may show, if some of them would be kind enough to demonstrate, some of these pots... Hello? Hello? Anyone? Anyone exist? Hello? Anyone alive? Yes, okay, some of these pots contain those same friggin' dark things, dark projectiles. In the middle, there is a pot resting on a pressure plate right there. If you break that pot, the pressure plate will unpress, and that will cause arrows to shoot out of the wall and destroy these pots, sending a load of those projectiles after you, so avoid doing that. We can instead get around and pick up the Carthus Milk Ring. Ring worn by warriors of the Sand Kingdom, Carthus. If by sand you mean, like, dirt and ash, they don't. Slightly boosts dexterity and obscures the wearer while rolling. It boosts it by 3 points. Sword technique of Carthus allows for fluid movement with a curved sword. Masters of the technique are said to dazzle their opponents by moving as weightlessly as a grain of sand. They live for their High Lord Wolnir, conqueror of most kingdoms known to their people. Yeah, I'm sure he was. I'm sure that he did a great job preventing you guys from becoming nothing but a catacomb kingdom. Oh, sorry, guys. Again, I'm only assuming that that's what actually happened to them. You never know. They might just be a catacomb kingdom. They might live in the death. Okay, you. One of these, this skeleton I think is going to throw magic stuff at us, so I'm actually going to kill him before he can do that. Oh god, this guy's white eyes. Notice that? This guy's gonna revive himself once after dying. So be careful of that. I was very confused by the whole revival mechanic at first until I, like, went to the wiki and found out that, yes, indeed, the white-eyed ones do, revive themselves. Now he has red eyes, and that means he's dead. Why did you launch upwards? Okay, whatever. Carthus Rouge and a Titanite Shard. Or is it, like, Rouge or something? I'm thinking of Rouge the Bat from the Sonic. It's a pile of bones. At least if we break any bones on the journey, we can find some to replace. I mean, I've already broken a ton of bones. Do you see how much damage I took earlier in this video from falling? We can see an area on the other side with another guy in a hat. Is he facing us? He is. He's just looking at us. As well as an area down there with yet more skulls. Just what we needed. Jesus, how many people were in Carthus? Like, this is the entire freaking city population, the population of the city that I live in terms of skeletons down here. I wanna, lure this guy over. I don't know if I completely said that sentence in the way that I wanted to. I hope that makes sense. Carthus curved sword. Okay, do you have more info on what the heck this place was? No. Swordsmen of Carthus were amongst the mightiest, and yet they are no match for a wooden club. But their weapons cause bleeding. Yeah, so does this club. So that's not... I mean, maybe theirs gives more bleeding. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I don't know if skeletons are susceptible to bleeding. Was there an item on that guy? I think there may have been. Either way, this is a pressure plate here. Oh, yeah, I could have used the pressure plate to kill them. Or to hurt them, not to kill them. Can skeletons take bleed damage, though? If they could, that would actually make sense. It doesn't sound right at first, but it actually would make sense because I learned this from watching John Wolf's Elden Ring playthrough, because he went and looked it up, that inside of bones are blood vessels. So bones can bleed if, like, injured the wrong way, if damaged the wrong way. So really, skeletons should be susceptible to bleed if we want to go based off of real life. But obviously, you know, it's a video game, we can make up the rules, so. God, look at all the skulls! I mean, I was joking before when I said, oh, counting the skulls is harder for sure, but no, it really is. Look how many there are. In other news, bonfire, which is great news because I really don't want to go through all those guys I went through again. Especially the trio of skeletons at the start with the one magic projectile throwing dudes and the swords backing him up. I hate that. Alright. This one, I think... This boulder, I think, drops a gem when it eventually breaks. I'll just let it do its thing. We'll see if it breaks or not. Until then, I'm gonna head down. And this... Here's water. Here's an underground area with water. It has to be rats. It just has to be. It's the law. I instant kill them with this. I have not been able to instant kill them on either of my first 2 playthroughs. But I now instant kill the rats like this. Probably not you, though. I probably don't instant kill you. I was wondering... Hang on, I'll kill this one first. Oh, there's the bleed going off there. I was wondering where the rest of the rats were, but then I realized I think the boulder killed the rats, because it can actually kill the rats. Alright, down here... Got a little dead end... with a huge pile of clearly enemy skeletons, as well as an ember inside of it. Why don't we use this ember? Just get that max health boost, you know. I can't use the homeward bone. You know what that means. Invaded by Dark Spirit Night Slayer Sorig, a name that I detest, and I cannot wait to get my revenge on this guy. I have not beaten this guy before, so I probably won't start now, because his greatsword does about 5 trillion damage. Oh god, okay. Club staggers him, so that's not bad. Ooh, okay. You better not have another attack me on that. Okay, good. You! Oh my fucking god, seriously, dude? That is like, that should be bannable. That should be bannable in PvP. Alright. Let's see how well I can do. No, okay, he stops being staggered eventually. Yeah, attacks with huge weapons like that are the ones that usually have hyper armor, so he was definitely having hyper armor benefits right then. So don't attack him more than twice at a time. Oh, what were you guarding with? Just your hand? I guess so. I mean, if you don't have anything in your other hand, then you would just guard with it. You know, I'm actually getting kind of close. I don't think I'm gonna beat him, but I'm getting close. No. Thank you. Whichever god allowed that to happen just now. Hey, can you do your skill attack? Can you do your skill attack? No, don't do that. Do your skill attack. No. The fuck is that skill attack? Thank you, camera, for showing me the lovely jail bars. I definitely needed to see that right now. Don't do a third attack. Please, don't kick him. I beat him. I've never beaten him before. Dark Spirit destroyed. My thanks gesture. He also gives you my thanks if you die to him. Night Slayer's Ring. Literally never had this item before. Enemies lose more stamina when guarding attacks, so you probably deal more stamina damage to them. Ring of the Savage Sorig, more commonly known as the Night Slayer. Long ago, Sorig engaged the guardians of an ancient city in a bloody confrontation, and returned with their rings as his prize. Sorry, I moved my headset. Still frozen on their dismembered fingers. I thought that said disembered. I finally killed him, I can't believe it. And I got a load of souls from him. Okay, better not lose these. Good thing a bonfire's nearby. I better not lose these. That's the only NPC invasion in this area, and it's down in that dead end. Specifically, that's right. This area over here has these piles of sludge. Wow, it takes them 4 hits, as well as a new enemy, a new skeleton type, bone wheel skeletons. Apologies for the boulder. It's quite loud. All right, I'm just gonna pyromance you guys to death. We have no need for your kind around these parts. If I can show them, yes, bone wheel skeletons roll towards you. And then they hit a wall and then they stop. Are any of those other guys aggroed? Okay, nope. All right, once they stop, you're free to hit them, or if they're stuck against a wall. Their rolling does deal damage to you a lot over a small period of time, so be careful with that. That said, though, they don't have that much health, yet they're kind of an infamous enemy that could just be because of Dark Souls 1. I never got far enough in Dark Souls 1 to actually encounter any, so I don't know how they were like in Dark Souls 1. In this game, though, I'd say Jesus. Oh my god, there's so many of these things. I'd say they're not that bad, honestly. They don't have that much health, and they have pretty big openings to attack. Like, I have had, like, one semi-annoying experience with one in the past. That's about it. Oh god. I was gonna say there's only 3 over here. Clearly no. My god, can this boulder just destroy itself already? I don't think these guys are ever white-eyed, so you should always be good. Are you? Oh, okay. You were just very nearsighted. I understand. It's hard to get glasses when you don't have any eyes. I also love how some skeletons are headless. So even though they can see you just fine. My guess is that they have a secret pair of eyes on their pelvis that they're looking through. Jesus, okay. If you let these things fall on your head, they'll have a special, like, grab attack where they deal a bit of damage to you. They, like, squish you and deal a bit of damage to you, so careful of that. There's a few over here by this item, so I'm just gonna lure them all down, kill them one by one. I haven't taken a single hit to the enemies down here. I feel quite proud of myself right now. Ever since Soreg, I mean. Of course I've taken hits to enemies in the catacombs. Okay, there we go. There's my first hit. What's over here? Carthus Blood Ring. That's better. Boosts rolling invincibility at the cost of defense. The sword technique of Carthus allows for fluid movement with a curved sword. Masters of the technique are said to dazzle their opponents by moving as weightlessly as a grain of sand. I think I already read this. Yes, I did. Cool. That slime falling on the floor caused my game to lag, apparently. Let's get those flasks back. One of my favorite things about this bonfire is that you can clearly tell that the boulder has reset itself since you rested at the bonfire. I don't think you can attack these. I will try. I think you can target them, but if you try to attack them... Oh, there's all the rats dying. If you try to attack them... No, okay, you can't even target it. Alright. If you try to attack it, you'll just take damage yourself. Let me try Pyromancy! Yeah, it did nothing. You just have to wait for them to destroy themselves. I'll drink 2. Although I am about to enter a dangerous area. Let's go down the stairs, thanks. Okay, I've got quite a lot of souls, and the area I'm about to go to is not for the faint of heart. I'm a little bit nervous, but it's okay. There is a hooded guy up ahead. Hooded guys are not good news, and he saw me through the wall because, you know, fairness. And the camera tried to friggin' slander... That's not the right word. Tried to harm me. Okay, rat, there's a time and place. Oh, yeah, okay. I can't believe I managed to hit him with it, too. But I actually should be fine in this next section because of my club. Oh, God. I think one of the hardest parts about these guys is remembering when they throw knives. Because clearly, I never remember when they throw knives. I just hope that they don't. The kukri, have we seen that yet? I'm not sure. Oh, I think I remember where the second illusory wall is. It's somewhere down here. In fact, I think... It's right here where the wall is kind of lowered. Yes, this gives you an alternate passageway up here. And I think this is a slightly easier way to tackle the area up here. Slightly easier. There's a hooded guy there. We're gonna stay down here. Yeah, this hooded guy is pacing back and forth. Gonna run in to grab this item, but I'm definitely gonna fight him eventually. Grave Warden Ashes. Let's take a peek at those. Never mind. It's probably just says, it's the ashes of a grave warden. Get new items from the shrine handmaid, you dingus. This guy has white eyes, so that means exactly what you think it does. He's gonna revive himself eventually, and I will be here when he does it, rest assured. You can still target him like that. Okay, I got a strong attack. Oh, nice. I took out over half his health already. Jesus. Man, I struggled with this area, and now look at this. The reinforced club is just kicking butt. I don't want to say kicking ass too much. I don't know why. It just doesn't sound right. I'll say F words and S words all day, but... Are you walking into a wall, sir? Wow, what an incredible guard of the catacombs. This guy's a YOLO. He only lives once. Nice job. I was not over there. I should have been hit by that, but he targeted the complete wrong location. So there we go. Titanite shard. All right. This is going insanely well, this area. We're already almost done with it. What are these guys? Oh, hang on. Oh yes, there is an archer right there. What are these skeletons just wearing the hats that stare at you and don't attack? Ow. Okay. I don't understand them. All right, this guy's an archer, but he's one of the weaker ones, so we can come in. He's not one of the crazy knife-throwing dudes. So we can just come in and beat him to death. Titanite shard. Is this hooked up to the same set of traps? Oh, it totally is. Ah, I wish I could have hit them, but they might be too far away. The game's like, that's too far away. I can't trigger that. That takes too much performance. All right, is that everything that's up here? The old man began as a squire, carrying his master's accoutrements. I only know that because I play the pronunciation of that word because I played Black Mesa. He ended his days a grave warden and carried them still. He's got a kukri in his hand. I believe that's probably one of the items that you unlock by turning that in. Because that's the usual case for all the others. This is the normal way. Sorry for the hiccup. This is the normal way to get up there. But you can, if you look at the illusory wall, you can go around it. Oh, the boulder destroyed itself. Honestly, good freaking riddance. But what are you doing here? I never saw you before. Look at him. He thinks he's got it. He thinks he's got what it takes. And you know what? Maybe you do. Let's see. Do you? Oh, you know what? You're okay. Hefty little fellow. Okay. Nice. This is not taking, like, any stamina away from me doing this. Nice trying to hug. Not that effective unless you're big, sorry to say. Yeah, that was a good attempt. Oh yeah, I forgot I got these items last time. First, let's pick this up. What is it? Dark gem. We've seen that before? No, actually. Dark weapons inflict dark damage. That's what the deep battle axe does. You got it. You know what it does. Great axe resembling a hunk of raw iron. If one possesses the inhuman strength required to lift the weapon, the great heft of its attacks will send foes flying. However, since every swing makes use of one's entire body, attacks leave the wielder wide open to retaliation. As for the great sword... Okay, it doesn't say coarse iron lump, but this great sword might be a reference to the manga Berserk. I think it's also an anime. Berserk is actually what inspired Dark Souls. It's the inspiration for Dark Souls. That's how to say it better than I said it. Let me put the club back on. I forgot to put the club back on. Okay, I need to sell all the crap that I've built up. There are no more illusory walls in the area. Now it is time to head into this area. Oh yeah, this crystal lizard. Wait, go up against the wall. Yeah. I love this game, but man, those little errors like that are more present in it than they are in any other game that I've seen. Fire gem you get from that crystal lizard. This guy has got a special big sword with like bleeding damage applied to it. I didn't mean to do that. All right, this is okay. We got this. Because once you hit him once, battle's kind of over, you know? Yeah. Anyway, there is a developer message here. I might as well go into an online feature a little early here, but if you're playing online, messages like these are scattered all over the place because they're left by other players. The messages you see throughout this playthrough are always going to be developer-made ones. Suspended bridges wearing thin. Well, yeah. Detective message on the case here. The suspended bridge appears to be wearing thin. I couldn't possibly tell what tips me off about it, but something about it just feels off. Just one of you guys? Oh, just two of you guys. I got it. Alright. Black bug pellets. Dark damage resistance, I'm pretty sure. Or something resistance. Yes, absorption for dark damage. The freaking resistance is there actually... Oh, wait. You know what I realized? This is resistances. This is absorption. These are not the same. It's just resistance and absorption gets confused in my mind. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Large soul of a nameless soldier. I like to call those soul items soldiers. Guys. Oh shit, what the hell? What the fuck? I did not expect this. I did not expect this at all. I did not want to be any part of this. Hey guys, I need to have a conversation with this guy alone, so if you don't mind... Ow. Fuck. Okay, good to know that if you're there for long enough, they all get up. There, as it was meant to be. Get my souls back. And hello again.
Oh, hello. We meet again. Have you seen Horace anywhere?
No.
Oh, yes. I see. I've searched high and low, with no luck. Perhaps he's left the catacombs. Oh, Horace. Where have you run off to? Have you abandoned me? No. What a horrible thought.
I kind of feel bad for him. His friend is missing and he doesn't know where he is. I wish I could help. There is a guy way down there. Could that be him? Anyway, let's drop onto this bridge properly this time. Okay. This land bridge. This bridge is actually stable. I trust this bridge more than I do this wooden bridge. I swear. Doesn't it feel like every single movie, every single cartoon you've ever seen that has a bridge like this, a suspended rope bridge, it always breaks, and it's always like a big climactic thing in the show or movie or whatever? This is a rare exception, because this doesn't actually break just by walking on it. It can be used to slay this army of skeletons. If we run back across the bridge, and then we smack it with a weapon, any weapon will do, it will eventually break, and they'll all fall down. An item fell all the way down there, too. Oh, I missed an item over there. Oh well, I mean, I can homeward bone back, but I think I'll check it out later. Hopefully I remember to. Don't worry, you'll be amongst your own now. Is that what Pat just said earlier? I don't remember. Okay. You know, before we continue, one kind of weird thing about this game is the footsteps. I think that they might be slightly bugged. So I'm going to walk forwards and switch between two-handing and one-handing and listen to the footsteps. For some reason, one-handing certain weapons, this doesn't work for every weapon, it works for like clubs and straight swords, seems to play the normal light footstep sounds when I don't think it's supposed to, because the light footstep sounds I think are supposed to play when you're walking by pushing the analog stick slightly forward like this, because that's what happens when you're two-handing. But then when you two-hand them, it switches to the heavy ones, which I'm pretty sure is what's supposed to be. But yeah, it's kind of weird. But it's obviously not a big deal. Suspiciously open chamber. May I have a sip? this is a weird trip. Alright, well, we got an item ahead. Let's check it out. It's a Grave Warden Pyromancy Tome. Cool. Oh, was that yours? Sorry, I'll return it by the end of the week. You will return it to me now! You want to know something fun? I've never died to High Lord Wolnir before. That's the first time I've died to him. He's the only boss I've ever beaten on my first try in both playthroughs. And you're about to see why. Oh neat, your souls are just right here. Since I've never died to him, this is my first time seeing what happens. Alright, cool, I guess you have to, you have to touch it again. Okay, here we go again. High Lord Wolnir. He's quite huge, but his attacks are pretty slow to go along with it. Mostly. You want to target the bracelets on his hands, and I recommend going for the one on his right hand first. This one. Alright. I'm gonna attack with the deep battle axe because I feel like it. Oh god, he's going to do a big sweep. Oh my god, oh my god. Alright, attack it, attack it. It's not dealing very much damage for just that one hit, but don't worry, it will. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna concentrate because apparently I have to concentrate for this battle. He's breathing out the smog that killed me last time. Oh god. He was right about to crush me. Alright. What you doing, friend? Just breathing more? Breathing more of your foul odors out? When you break the bracelet, he takes a fuck ton of damage. You want to get the one on his right hand first, because that's the hand he raises the most for his attacks. He is right-handed, after all, like most people are. I don't mean to discriminate against left-handed people, I'm just pointing out a fact. Alright, he's doing breath again. Let me see. Okay. I think he's about to smack me with... Yep, his left hand. That's okay. Might heal in a bit. Yep, okay. I saw based on the motion of his shoulder, which was almost off screen, when to dodge. Okay. Oh my god, stop raising your... Stop making this boss battle difficult. You're supposed to be easy. This is your role in this game. Alright, now I think he's mad. He only has a third of his health left. Breaking all three bracelets will kill him, so let's see. Oh my god, oh my god. He'll like crawl up after you. This boss looks awesome, can I just say. He's like a giant skeleton. He's always gonna sweep. Didn't mean to yell that loud. It just happened. Gonna heal right now, just in case. Are you gonna breathe more? Oh, by all means, do that. Breathe more. Please! Oh no. Oh no. I am afraid. What's he doing? What's he doing? What's he doing? What is he doing? Genuinely, what is he doing? Because I have no idea. Was it supposed to hit me? Because it didn't. I'm confused. Oh, he spawned in skeletons! What? I didn't know he could do that! I've never seen him do that before! Oh no. Okay. Now he's pulling a big sword out of the ground. Oh, these skeletons revive! Oh my god, okay. Might be wise to just... Oh shit, I'm gonna die. I'm totally gonna die again. Yeah! What? He's never spawned in skeletons for me before. I was not at all prepared for that. No. I messed up. I should have used stealth on this guy. I just have to get one hit in. Come on. There we go. Oh. Oh, come on. Six, 666 damage. I am the devil, confirmed. Ow. Heal. It's another bracelet down. One more. It's probably gonna crawl up. He usually does that. No, he's gonna smack down both. Okay. Get a hit, get another one. I think I must have been really, really close last time to breaking this, but you can't see the health of individual bracelets, of course. There we go! I really was. It's that close. Bye! I'll get you next time! I'm noticing a pattern so far in this playthrough, and the pattern is me doing much worse against bosses I've already fought before and done better at in previous playthroughs. Literally, first two times I have ever died to High Lord Wolnir in this video. Can I say I'm embarrassed? Nah, not really. I mean, the first time, I did not at all know that the breath attack was coming, and also I was doing a funny joke, and that got me killed. The second time, he did an attack he's never done before, and it completely caught me off guard, and also they summoned like 80 million skeletons, so I didn't really expect that. Did the goblet always look that dark? Yeah, it probably did. Alright, well, with 46666 souls, and that done, that is it for Catacombs of Carthus. I know, finally, a short video. Every video of this so far has been 2 hours long. It's about time we have something short. Although there's still a little bit left I want to do, but most of it will be off camera. Lord Wolnir of Carthus, not Cultus, sentenced countless souls to gruesome deaths, keen to outlive them all, and then I came along. One final note about High Lord Wolnir. You can whittle his health bar all the way down without destroying his bracelets by either attacking his face or attacking his other bony arms and appendages. If you do this, he has a special death animation, where supposedly you actually kill him by your own hand. If you break all three of his bracelets, he falls down into the abyss and gets consumed by it. Here's where someone comes in and says, whittling his health down is actually the real way to beat him. Yeah, fuck off. No one wants you here. I certainly don't want you here. Go back to freaking Dark Souls 3 no-hit runs, or whatever. Whatever you're into. I want the boss to last 5 minutes. Actually, it doesn't last that long if you use magic, but still. It's much slower. You're clearly supposed to break the bracelets, and either way, he dies, you're able to progress the game, so really, who gives a fuck? Awkward's still not back, but back in Firelink Shrine, we have some things to do. Let's start with the Undead Bone Shard so I don't forget. My health still hasn't increased since... Do I have, like... 20? Okay, I did buff it a little bit since before Cathedral of the Deep. Not interested in buying anything from you. In fact, I'm actually going... While I'm thinking of it, I'll remove those moss clumps we got. Got an Estus Shard for you.
Another matter. Infusing weapons with gems requires a special kind of coal. My humble coals won't be any use infusing more unusual gems. I know, it's an awful shame, but it's all I have. Oh, please don't give me that look. Believe it or not, I'm quite thin-skinned.
I probably just gave you the same look that I always give everyone, just nothing. I mean, I do kind of have the face of murder, but still. Okay, Cornix, I've got many, yes, I do have many books for you. I actually didn't read the other one. Grave Warden Pyromancy Tome, from the Grave Warden from the Carthus Catacombs. Who's the Grave Warden? I didn't see a Grave Warden down there. High Lord Wolnir of Carthus succumbed to the Abyss, but the Pyromancer later became a Grave Warden and discovered the Black Flame. He succumbed to the Abyss, which is why the way to beat him is to knock him into the Abyss. That he already succumbed to, so it shouldn't be harmful to... Alright, whatever. Give Pyromancy Tome. Take Carthus.
Oh, well, I've never seen anything like this. This inscription. This tome is from the Catacombs. Fascinating. On this day, the teacher learns alongside the pupil.
So is the pronunciation actually catacombs? Am I been saying it wrong this whole time? Well, catacombs sounds better to me, and because catacombs isn't like the name of a person, I'm probably just gonna say catacombs. Sorry, pronunciation nerds. Let's see. So the Carthus Pyromancy Tome unlocks Acid Surge, Carthus Beacon, and Carthus Flame Arc. Warriors of Carthus favored supplemental pyromancy such as this, used to enhance the curved blades. Carthus' aggression has been likened to an uncontrollable fire, and since ancient times its beacon has been used as a signal for war. That's interesting, uncontrollable fire. Carthus of the Sands, attach great value to victory and will not shun the use of such pyromancies. Where is the honor in death and scoured bones? Where is the honor in death and scoured bones? Hey, people of Carthus, look around yourself. Now, how about Grave Warden?
I'm afraid I cannot accept this. This pyromancy tome is dark and delves into the depths of men where an untouchable flame resides. I cannot comprehend this myself, let alone teach it to you. It is a spell forbidden in the Great Swamp, and nearly everywhere else too. Only one terribly afflicted or burdened by deep sorrow could begin to understand this.
Okay.
You found a tome in the catacombs. This spell is akin to chaos. It may even serve as a link to Izalith, home of pyromancies.
Cool. Alright, I've got nothing to give anyone else, so... or do I? Nah, these are all dark tomes. This guy doesn't want the dark tome, and you shouldn't give the dark tomes to Arena. Oh, right, I have the ashes to give to Shrine Handmaid. Then we can start our next task, which may or may not last very long. We'll see. The Grave Warden ashes unlock Carthus Rouge and Kukri, and that's it. Although, as you give... or yellow bug pellets. Maybe those as well? I'm not sure. As you give her Umbral Ashes throughout the game, she'll start to sell more stacks of Embers, which is why we have these here. I am still not going to buy anything because I want to save up all my souls. Also, now that the Abyss Watchers are dead, you can buy their armor set here. These undead warriors vowed to partake of wolf blood. They acted in dark, seeking out any sign of the Abyss, fighting a constant war with its abominations. This pointed steel helm was a distinct symbol of the Legion, shirked as a sinister omen by the masses. Oh, there's also the Exile. The watchdogs of Farron Keep. After the Legion's watchers became Lords of Cinder, the wolf blood dried up, and Farron was consumed by a festering wood. Then the wood and emaciated old wolf commands watchdogs to defend the sanctity? Yeah, sanctity sounds right. But the exiles were surely watchdogs themselves, but for Farron has always been a land of itinerants. I don't know. Enormous hat that completely obscures the face belonged to the twin gurus known as the Crystal Sages. The pair are said to be successors to the great sage Logan, and this big hat is a symbol of their pedigree. Oh, Logan, man. Wolnir's crown. I think we also unlocked this for beating him. Crown of Wolnir. Once upon the time, such things were bequeathed judiciously to each of the rightful lords until Wolnir brought them to their knees and ground their crowns to dust. Then the crowns became one, and Wolnir the one high lord. I also have leather armor here. It's pretty basic, but it looks pretty cool, and I might buy it eventually when I have money. I can't remember where you get the leather armor from. Is it from something we've already seen? It's probably one of those things that it unlocks itself by something other than Umbralash. Last and not least, soul transposition. I sure have. Black Serpent inspired the black arts of the Grave Wardens, be it sorcery or pyromancy, all techniques that infringe on humanity lead to the same place. That is to say, they all seek a will of their own. Undulating black flames. I don't really like undulating, so I think I might go with Wolnir's Holy Sword. Eroded by the abyss. When Wolnir fell to the abyss, he was gripped by a fear of true darkness and pleaded to the gods for the first time. His holy sword, together with 3 armlets stripped from the corpses of clerics, gave him some semblance of comfort. So I probably, like, pleaded to the gods. Oh, its skill is just a miracle, Wrath of the Gods, that you can find elsewhere. I don't think we've seen it yet, but that is what it is. I'll get this. So I probably pleaded to the gods, and then they gave him the bracelets to protect himself from the abyss. Now, it is time for me to meet this extremely steep price, and it's using a bunch of items I've been hoarding and saving up until this exact moment, so I'm gonna use all of my soul items and we'll see where we stand. Unfortunately, the game does close your inventory every single time you close the screen, but hey, at least it's not as bad as the original version of Dark Souls 1, where you actually had to use them all one at a time. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Aha, we've gotten it!
Welcome home, I speak.
Let's heal the Dark Sigil! Screw you guys! That's the best thing I had to say about that. Hollowing reversed. Dark Sigil has been healed. How many souls do I have left? Oh, yeah, we're not leveling up, sorry. Gonna switch covenants. Let's become the mound makers for no reason. And now, if we go over and talk to them, pretty sure they're not gonna be too happy with us.
Thus forsworn the Lord's mark. There is naught more to say. Farewell, our fleeting lord.
Yep. I'm pretty sure if you reload the area, she goes away. It would make sense that way. Well, we're no longer hollow, and we never will be hollow again. The hollowing has disappeared, so no need to worry about that. We can actually take this ring off now. I'll switch it to, how about Covetous Silver Serpent Ring to make up for all the souls that I lost. And before I end it, I want to show one final thing. Wave at the Firekeeper and she bows. I think she does that for pretty much any gesture. Fear not. I almost forgot about this item, but I didn't completely forget, and that's what counts. It's 3 yellow bug pellets. Not that exciting, especially since I don't think we've seen a single enemy that deals lightning damage yet. But when it happens, we could use those, I guess. And that will be all. Next time on Dark Souls 3, we progress past Wolnir's chamber and see what lies ahead deeper in the world. Thank you all for watching. If you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.